Grammy nominations, they're out. Some people are complaining. Some people actually care for these things. One person in particularly does not actually think they got the things right. That man is Omarion. He's sticking up for the bottom man. He's the man that's going to actually pick us up from this righteous time and lead us to a prophecy. Who is he defending, Omarion? Omarion is defending himself. Now, this video is pretty much going to be talking about Omarion's comments about what he thought about his Grammy snub. Now, he recently had a song, or a while ago, whatever, he had a song called Supposed to Be with Chris Brown. Now, he said on his Twitter rant, or if you want to call it a rant, he doesn't call it, but if you want to call it a rant, he recently was saying that, Supposed to Be is one of the greatest R&B collaborations of all time. Chris Brown, that chick, and him, they've been in the game for 10 plus years. One, here's my problem with that comment. First of all, you cannot call your shit the greatest R&B collaboration of all time, or one of the greatest R&B collaborations of all time. The people can call it that. You cannot, because then you just seem like an egomaniac. You think you're in your own world. You start to believe your own hype as if you're better than everybody else by calling it the greatest. You can't do that. Nobody can. It's like you can't give yourself a nickname. If somebody says I'm the great one, I'm the greatest of all time. Sure, if people call yourself that, yes, then you can latch onto it, and then you can bring it up. But you can't call yourself that, because nobody will believe it. If you say, hey, I'm the baddest man on the planet. Yes, you could probably be the baddest man on the planet if people probably called you that. Then you could give that name to yourself. But you can't call your shit the greatest collaboration of all time or one of the greatest from yourself, from something that you did. You understand, people? Now, he also went on to say that, he's been in the game a long time. The game has changed. My day will come again. It's just that I wanted to be admired by my peers or acknowledged for my work. Now, here's the thing with this. Omarion, you said it yourself. You've been in the game 10 plus years. There's no reason really to even care that much about Grammy nominations. If anything, it's just a nomination. He said he had 3 million views on YouTube, and that's great. But then what is this, a popularity contest? Most likely, yes. But at the exact same time, if he says he's okay and he's not ranting, so that doesn't make any sense to me. You have success. You have a kid. You got a wife or whoever you may have. Now, what is the deal with this? Pretty much this is for, not teens or whatever, but this is for the, younger generation of kids that pretty much believe in stuff that is just, popular. Whatever's flocking, whatever's selling records, whatever was controversial, that's what kind of gets the people going and for these Grammy nominations. He shouldn't necessarily care. He's a father. He should figure with that. Only like 20-year-olds and under maybe, immature people kind of deal with, kind of ranting and kind of whining about the fact that they didn't get a nomination. First of all, you didn't get a nomination, move on. Don't rant about it. And then that goes to the next thing. He says, this is a supposed to be rant. This is just, I want to be acknowledged, for my work rant or whatever it may be. He says, I'm okay with it. But, like, first of all, you're not okay. Because if he was okay with the damn thing, you wouldn't have posted 7, 8, 9 things or whatever the hell he posted. I couldn't even read all of them. I summed them up. I can't remember every one. But for the most part, he just, he posted a whole bunch of shit talking about how he was, prophesized. It's going to be his destiny. He's the chosen one. Omarion, the chosen one, will lead us to the promised land with his great hits, and he will win that Grammy. I say, who cares, Omarion? You have success. You got money. That's more than most people actually have in this world, and yet you're complaining about it, or you're not complaining about it. If you weren't going to complain, don't post. If you were okay with it, don't post. If you had a problem with it, then let people know about it. Oh, that's right. You did let people know about it. You ranted constantly, a long time. Now, granted, is he right? Is the game changed since he's been in it? Who knows? The game always changes. Music has always been a bit of a popularity contest, no matter what. Now, has it been dipped in the last couple of years? Sure. But that doesn't mean he has to necessarily, whine about it and keep on posting and whatnot. Now, he congratulated the nominees at the end of the day, But for some reason, I don't know why, but after reading all his comments, it just seemed like it was one big sarcastic thing. Now, for me, Omarion's not in the right. He's a talented guy. He has some couple of hits, but for the most part, you know, it was what it was. There's always going to be a snub. Not everybody complains. Some people takes it to the chin and then they walk off, you know. For example, what he came across also, not only as just like a baby, but a baby that wanted attention. You know how them kids, you know, there's like a little sister, right, and the older brother, right, he's the older brother. There's a little sister. The little sister is that everybody got nominated. He's the big brother. The big brother is always trying to get the attention of the parents that are paying attention to the little sister. Why? Because they feel like they've been doing a good job. They wanted to get acknowledged. Omarion is the big brother, but at the exact same time, the big brother is just looking for some attention. He did his job. He did his work. He has a great life. There's no reason really to complain. You know, move on. And I'm guessing he did move on. But this is making big waves, so I just thought, hey, why not talk about it, right? Might as well still be in the news by now. So my point is this, right? And also, by saying it's his destiny, he's a chosen one, is that he came across as very Kanye, right? The only thing I was waiting for was, and if you read his comments, he actually does come across as Kanye. You would think Kanye was his ghostwriter for Twitter. That's exactly how he sounded. My point is this, right? Omarion, you're a talented guy. Sure, he said his day will come. And his day will come. Keep fighting, sure. But you're old enough to know, you know, if you don't get nominated, it's no big deal. It's just an award. You know what your success was. You had a hit. Why do you need an award to kind of sum that up? Don't whine. Don't complain. You got money. You got a wife. You got a kid. Move on. Don't be a baby. And don't be a Kanye. Also, I was just waiting for his Twitter thing to say, I'm going to let you finish, but I just want to say Post to Be was one of the greatest R&B collaborations of all time. Now, if he didn't say that, which he didn't, but if he did, that definitely would have made my day. But this has been Chris Smith. What are your thoughts? Do you think Omarion's a baby? Is he whining about nothing? Just a Grammy nomination. You got snubbed. Move on. Go to Love and Hip Hop or something. I'm signing out. Comment, subscribe, like.